Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Oracle reading. We'll be reading for November 6th into November 12th, and we are now post Scorpio new moon, in Scorpio season. How was the Scorpio new moon for you all? Such a big energetic week. Last week was. So many energies, and I think a lot is still settling from what came through for all of us during the new moon and what seeds we planted. I keep hearing the energy of like we're living in a new reality in a way. We've been opening ourselves up more and more to our authentic self, to maybe even connecting to our ancestors, right? So we're in a new way of, I'm hearing like acting in reality, or a new way of co-creating with reality, which I love that. So one more oracle card, and then we'll go in with the tarot. Okay. All right, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Listen to Your Heart card, which I believe we got this last week. I can't remember what day it was. She doesn't want to focus. There she goes. Okay. So I'm hearing even when our subconscious is bringing up a lot, or maybe we're operating from that subconscious place, we're being called to tune into our heart. And this at the bottom of the deck is always, to me, a calling to our subconscious, or how to navigate the subconscious mind. So the first card that popped out, this was actually the third one, but it came up face up, was the soul star chakra. And that's where I kept hearing this energy of we're in a new reality. We're operating more from our higher frequencies, our higher soul self, and it's integrating more. And we got, funny enough, divine integration. So love the synchronicity. Let me read the affirmation for the soul star chakra. It is, I merge deeper with my higher self and divine nature of being. I am grounded in sovereign love and connection. So when we really tap in, even beyond the crown chakra, right, we go even higher to where our soul, we could even call this like the higher self card or the higher self chakra. We get more heart expansion because we're also allowing more of our soul self in our physical body, and that automatically gives us this heart expansion, right? The affirmation is, with every inhale and exhale, I expand my heart to encompass my whole being and radiate love in all directions. So I'm even hearing too, it's like allowing ourselves to love ourselves deeper than ever before from this higher perspective. And also it could be letting ourselves love and have more compassion for everyone around us, right? More of the collective energy. And we got the Majestic Convergence card as well. So trusting that, is she going to focus? Trusting even in the timing of everything, the timing of what is, there we go, coming towards us as we integrate, as we're seeing new strings. It's like these strings have been invisible before, but now we're seeing these synchronistic converging points, right? The affirmation is, my soul is unlimited. I see through all illusions and am connected to my truth. All is available and happening now. So it's that saying too, it's allow yourself to become who you want to connect more with, even connecting more to that higher self from our soul star chakra. What is it now that we can embody the frequencies of, and not just the behavior of, but the energy of, because that's how we actually integrate. We connect with the frequency first and foremost. We connect with those mindsets, right? The way of integration. So the affirmation for divine integration is, I am open and receptive to releasing the old and allowing for deeper reconnection to love. So I'm hearing this, it can also be from everything we've been processing. We're seeing how our heart is expanding and how our soul has been really putting this together for us, even if it hasn't felt very synchronistic or like this giant majestic convergent point, but we're actually seeing ways that we're integrating. And maybe it's even when we get triggered, we actually can spot the trigger quicker and not as a way of just automatically responding to that trigger and then getting lost, if that makes sense. But I'm hearing it in this way. It's like we're almost in this way, like I keep hearing, in real time with our soul more than ever before, which is so beautiful. Let's get into the tarot, working with the Muse Tarot today. What else do we need to know for this week? I'm hearing it's also, this is all the fruits of our labor from also going deep into the subconscious, deep into that scorpionic energy of our deep shadow self. When we do shadow work, even though it feels really uncomfortable sometimes, we really gain a lot and can integrate really quickly. And maybe not as quickly as our human self really wants it to be, but it opens up to be more receptive to even releasing more. It's like this trickle down effect, this chain of events that's really coming forward for us, which are being pulled to like that majestic converging happening, one thing after another. I'm hearing like a domino effect of the best kind ever. What else do we need to know? And I'm being pulled already. We will get the moon card. I'm already being pulled into the Taurus full moon, which will be next week. But I'm hearing in this way we're then thus grounding deeper into our earthly experience and our values. We're taking that darkness that used to be something we more wanted to hide and be ashamed of, and we're actually combining it with that polarity of the Taurus energy, because they're those sister opposing signs that are helping us really anchor in that darkness that the moon brings to us, or that wisdom of the moon, our emotions, merging them together, having a state of surrender within the polarities of ourselves and even the polarities of our soul, or in comparison, like I'm hearing the soul in polarity of the human, right? So we're really opening up to a lot of abundance, and this heart chakra is really, like I'm seeing it in this way, we're getting gifted all of this love, like these roses of unconditional love, and it's coming in to give us confidence and this heart expansion to keep going, and talk about like a ripple effect, right? It's this, I think those are even dominoes. They could be. I don't know. But I keep hearing the fruits of our labor are coming into view, into sight, into fruition. Yeah, we got the Queen of Emotions. So we're really anchoring into our heart, into our kind of this energy of what is right for me is all that matters. And I only need to know what is right for me. And if no one else gets it, that's okay. It's not our jobs to explain ourselves or explain our vision, right? The two of inspiration. It's our responsibility to follow our inspiration, to follow what we connect to, right? And that can feel really scary. It can cause us to want validation even more, because it's like, are we going in the right direction? Are we doing the right things? Society may not understand us, so it seems like the wrong thing, but really, if we tune into that heart, and again, we got that listen to your heart in that bottom of the deck, the subconscious light coming in. It's tuning in constantly. Maybe it's multiple times a day, tuning in, and seeing what is our soul really wants us to know. And I feel like that's what has come up for me a lot this Scorpio new moon. It's trusting beyond the shadow that our desires, our dreams are meant for us. And it's taking that discipline, and especially discipline of the mind, to really go for it and to have those structures in place so that even on the days that we don't feel as confident, we can still show up or still allow ourselves to see the vision even if we don't feel it as strongly because we're in a shadow place, right? Oh, I got the star card. Ooh. She doesn't want to focus very well today. Oh well. Come on. Oh, hello. There she goes, further back. But we're getting massive downloads, I'm hearing, in this way. There we go. Look at that sacred geometry circling her energy. And the water of her heart, there's this deepening of the emotion in our bodies as well, which can help us feel safer. It can help us feel more willing to do that heart expansion. Oh, it got so dark in here. I wanted to have my window open, but it's messing with the lighting. Bear with me here, everybody. Well, I guess it's kind of metaphorical with the darkness we're talking about, right? The shadow aspects. We got the Eight of Inspirations popping through. What other cards? What else do we need to know? I keep hearing there might also be a huge trajectory shift happening for you. Take this all as you will, of course. But it's even like, maybe I'm hearing certain careers. If you're shifting your career, shifting what you're doing, there might be a new way of understanding where you're going, understanding how it's going to come about, understanding too that there's a lot of surrender needing to happen. The Eight of Inspiration. There's this ripple effect coming forward. Sorry, it's not focusing. She doesn't want to focus properly. And we got the Eight of Emotions. So there's still a lot that we're maybe even grieving, a lot that we're releasing. But we still have so much here for us. These cups are still here waiting for us to also acknowledge them. But it's giving us ourselves the time to grieve, to also, again, honor what we're feeling and not just spiritually bypass and just say, oh, it's fine, everything's great, right? I think that's one of the bigger traits sometimes in the spiritual community, of just saying everything's fine and everything's divine and all synchronistically happening. Yes, that may be true, but does that really help your human? Does that really help validate your feelings in the moment? Not really, right? It can make you just feel like, oh, what I'm feeling isn't valid, so I have to suppress it or I have to let go of it. But again, we're seeing that we're meant to just be in the feelings. Allow ourselves to feel it, but letting the mind stay as disconnected. So it's when we're feeling it, the mind's going to try to trigger us into a certain pattern of safety. But the mind also right now is not wanting to go out of the comfort zone, right? It never wants to. But those parts of ourselves that are trying to keep us safe, even though we might feel those are the negative aspects of ourselves, they're still just trying to give us love, right? So it's safe to feel it. It's safe to even, I'm hearing, like, hear it. And we get the cards flying to the ground for extra confirmation. Because we have more strength when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable within ourselves. I'm hearing in that way. If we don't let ourselves feel it, or even, like I'm hearing, like, let out the emotions, let out maybe it's even journaling out what you're feeling, even if it feels really toxic. It gives us more strength because we're letting ourselves be in all of it. That's a huge part of the lessons I feel with the scorpionic energy. Excuse me. And with the combination of the Taurus energy, right? The Taurus energy can be very structured and very stubborn and not wanting to change its values or their comfort zones. Especially with the Scorpio energy. It's like, I'm comfortable here. Don't come down to my level of vulnerability. I'm not letting you in. But what we actually see from that too is that it keeps us small and makes us actually feel more scared and less in our power. So if we let ourselves be vulnerable within our needs, within even beyond that structure of what feels safe, baby stepping out of it, we find more strength within that vulnerability within our values as well, if that makes sense. Camera's just not working with me today. So there's tons of strength coming in, and we've kind of had this card popping up the last few readings, I feel. Anything else we need to know? Anything else? Ooh, we got the Empress card. There we go. Talk about heart expansion again, right? Even the fact that she's taking the hood off of her robe here to expose her crown, her vulnerability is coming forward. So we have that pairing with our strength when we trust that it's safe to be in this world and also not of it. We're allowing ourselves to even be kind of that invitation for others. Maybe our family members, maybe friends or people we haven't even met yet. We're being the leaders for them as well, even beyond what we may even not be aware of or know of. Because I keep hearing if you're here on this channel, you're very much a leader, especially within the sensitive spiritual community. And that's my goal, to speak to more people so that they can be more in their power. So I think all of us can shine our own gifts and guidance for others and be stronger together as well, right? But it's just peeling back those barriers we may feel around our vulnerability and our... Sometimes I keep hearing in this way too. It's like when we have grown up being told that we're not good enough, or that we're too awkward, or we're too much, right? Or even not enough. Our confidence and our strength can be really hidden and really vulnerable. It can feel very scary to the point where we feel like we need to look more or less approachable, right? To protect ourselves. But we got the star card, so we're really connecting to our galactic self. We're connecting to, more than ever before, our soul's energy, right? We got the soul star chakra. So it's happening. There's an activation coming forward in whatever way that might be resonating for you. And of course, I'll play the little clips of these sound baths for the Oracle deck. So yeah, and I'm hearing allowing yourself to integrate in what feels right for you. So even investigating, what does integration right now for what you've been going through, what does that need to look like? And it can change every day, right? Like for me, I've been needing nature, heavily needing nature. I found a park near me that has these beautiful trees. Oh, and it's just helping me chill out and tune in without having to think so much. Like it's helping me integrate what's come up without this mental chatter. And even the mental chatter still comes up, right? But there's something about these trees and the earth that are just opening things up. And so maybe that's for you. Maybe that's a way of integration, but it could be all sorts of different things. It can be taking a bath. It could be journaling. It could be listening to music. It could be eating a food even that helps you integrate and feel in your body and feel like a state of like even heart expansion, right? It could be things that we wouldn't even expect to be a tool, but that's the beauty of our lives. We're all so unique, and anything with intention can be that medicine that we need. Oh, I like that. I'm going to say that again. Anything with the intention can be the medicine that we need. Oh, I love that. All right. Anything else we need to know for this week? I'm still in shock that it's November, you guys. This year has gone by so fast. Oh, and I know, please let me know too. I feel like a lot of the times the holidays, again, can be so intense, so restrictive on terms of where we feel like we might have to confine ourselves or do things for obligations or what have you. So please take care of your needs and speak your boundaries, speak your heart to those that may need to hear from that part of you, instead of you maybe just saying yes to everything all the time, right? Because that self-love will help everyone, even if they get triggered by it. They may just need to work through that trigger. So we got the Knight of Emotions. So even our masculine side, is being in a space of vulnerability which I think we all need that more than ever to merge that feminine and masculine of ourselves and of the collective. And we're gonna, when we take time to tune in and integrate, we also will find new inspiration. We'll find new ways of connecting with people. We'll find new ways of connecting with ourselves. And then thus that'll give us that will give us thus a new trajectory. I don't know why that was so hard to say. So we got the Chariot again. So there's this alchemy coming forward in the direction that we're moving, even in our internal space, that is, I'm hearing, so focused that even if we feel like we get distracted or off course, nothing can take you off this track that you're on of your own success, of your own soul's ascension. Like I'm hearing in this way too, it's like it is already inevitable. It already is in stone. It already is manifested. So trust that even when you have maybe contrasting thoughts and feelings, trust that every little thing you're doing, even if it feels off track, it's all meant to be. Maybe that is supporting you. That thing you're focusing on as being off track is actually helping you regenerate. It's helping you to see a new perspective or get a new creative download, a new insight of inspiration, a new heart expansion, a new, even I'm hearing whispering from your soul self, which is so beautiful. Oh, I love it. We're kicking off the month really well here. I feel complete for this reading. Please let me know if you feel guided, how that resonated for you and how you've been feeling. How is the Scorpio new moon for you? All the things. I appreciate everyone's comments and support and all the things. Such a big time. I know that even this week, I believe, is the election time for North America, for America. So it's an interesting contrast going on. There's a lot of energy, a lot of darkness still going on, right? So please take care of yourself, whatever you need. I'm here if you feel guided to work together, either a oracle reading, if you feel called to my oracle deck. We are still shipping out internationally. And you also get a free 30-minute reading with me if you get my oracle deck. And every card has a sound bath meditation with it. And it's about over 8 hours of sound bath music. There's 11 guided meditations as well in here with each card. And there's like a little video with each graphic in here. So stay tuned if you want to tune in for those little clips of this week's cards that we got. And yeah, I love you all so much. I'll see you next week for the Taurus full moon. So exciting. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.